attention to this matter is insincerely appreciated. Please accept our insincerest apology. Yours insincerely?
I'm sorry, Miss Flannery.
If you're not, you will be. I'm docking you $1.
$1? Insincere trust.
Make it 2.
Jimmy, leave me alone.
Personal matter? Not on company time!
Not another $1. Sincere trust. Jimmy, we have nothing more to say to each other.
Tmm-Sat?
I didn't ask him to call. I don't want him to call. I never want to see Jimmy Smith again.
Good. Forget the boys, Tmm-Sat. Get yourself a canary.
No canary in a cage for me. This canary is ready to fly free. Cut the cord. Is that the man I once adored? He's nothing but an albatross. No remorse, double cross. Forget about the boy. Pull the plug. Ain't he the one who pulled the rug? He's lower than an alley cat. Dirty breath. And I forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. And in the moonlight, don't think about him. Sister, you're much better off without him. You can lose a kiss goodbye. Put the sun back in the sky. But when he comes crawling, I'm not falling. Trapped, hooray and hallelujah. Me and Mr. Wrong are through. I'll find myself another beau who I know is no mover. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Forget about Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. Danny Milton. Percy. Gershwin. Raleigh. Barney Stryper. CPA. Cut the cord. He's got a man I once adored. He's nothing but an albatross. No great love, stumble across. Forget about the boy. Pull the plug. Jimmy. Pull the rug. He's lower than an alley cat. Dirty hands, and I found her. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Now me and Mr. Wrong are through. I'll find myself another beau who I know is no rover. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. And in the moonlight, don't think about him. Sister, you're much better off without him. You can lose a kiss goodbye. Put the sun back in the sky. When he comes crawling, I'm not falling. Hallelujah. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy.
Ladies, the phone rang 11 times before I finally answered it myself. Not pleased, not at all pleased. Where's Flannery? Back to work. Not so fast, John. I want to work with you alone.
Another crisis, Mr. Graydon?
A big one. John, that last batch of carbon paper was not up to snuff. Write a letter to the head of supply. Read his beads.
Read beads.
Pin his ears back.
Pin ears.
Really go after him.
Really go after him. Oh, Mr. G,
Who?
you. Do you have a
A what?
moment? I would love to get a man's opinion on Rudolph Valentino.
All right.
I mean, in The Sheik, he takes Agnes Ayres by brute force, and she enjoys it. She enjoys it a lot. So, Mr. Graydon, what's your opinion of brute force?
I'm not for it. Not for it at all. It's not what women really want these days. They want a man they can trust. Tom Sawyer at 20.
I never read Tom Sawyer. Was he sexy?
He was 12.
Well, if you got it, you got it.
I got it.
Millie, we have to talk about last night.
In case you didn't get the message by my slamming the phone in your ear, let's forget last night ever happened.
You can't be serious.
Leave her alone.
What? Lovely elbows you have, Miss Flannery.
They're from my mother's side of the family. The Boggs girls were noted for their elbows.
I can see why.
My party was always partial to them, but then you and he are so much alike. Get out! She never wants to see you again!
That can't be true.
Oh, you better believe it, Mr. Man.
Millie!
Thank you, Miss Flannery.
Peg.
Peg.
Millie, I hate to bother you at the office.
More research on how the other half lives? I got a taste of it myself last night.
A Muzzie's party, you mean? Was it in heaven? Who knew how soon I'd be plunged into the depths of Hades?
Funny thing about remorse.
Oh, Millie, I feel so dirty. He had this peculiar grin on his face as he went to shake my hand. Only it wasn't my hand he wanted to shake. Well, he
pounced.
I couldn't breathe.
He takes your breath away.
I felt
In the pit of your stomach.
my knees buckled.
No wonder you couldn't stop him. As far as you knew, I was going to marry my boss.
You mean you're not?
I most certainly am. Oh, Miss Dorothy, promise me that no man will ever come between us.
As if anyone can take the place of my best friend. But what has this got to do with my audition for David Belasco?
Oh, that was this morning. How did it go?
Fine until he pounced.
Him too? Boy, you've been through it.
Do I look like the sort of girl who would allow a man to take his liberties?
You look helpless, which is even better as far as men are concerned. They think they can get away with it. Well, take a page from my book, Miss Dorothy. Callus up. Higher heels, shorter skirts, and you're not going to like this. Cut your hair.
Cut my hair?
No more little girl lost in the lion's den. What I'm offering you is the fashion equivalent of a whip and a chair.
Tame the beast.
No time like the present, Miss Dorothy.
John, be a good old scout and bring up my handball court for 6:15, will you?
Yes, sir.
Gotta work up a good sweat. Edgy in the gut, tight in the... Oh, sweet mystery of life, at last I found thee.
A handball court for 6:15.
Oh, I know at last the secret of it all.
Handball.
All the longing, seeking, striving, waiting, yearning. The burning hopes, the joy of final tears, and all.
Well, can't you do better than that? I'll hold.
I've a very strange feeling I ne'er felt before. 'Tis a kind of a grind of depression.
My heart's acting strangely, it feels rather sore. At least it gives me that impression.
My pulses leap badly without any cause. Believe me, I'm telling you truly.
I'm gay without cause, and I'm sad without cause.
My spirits are truly unruly. For I'm falling in love with someone. Girl, I'm falling in love with someone. someone would only love me.
Thank you. Did you two meet? Mr. Graydon, this is my friend Miss Dorothy Brown from the Priscilla Hotel. We're going to spend my lunch hour at the Madcap Beauty Spot. She's going to have her hair smartly bobbed.
Bobbed with your beauty.
Oh, Mr. Graydon, behave.
I bet you can make the moon and the stars behave.
Miss Dorothy's an actress, and I thought with the way the theater is today, so rotten.
You wouldn't rob some lucky stiff of playing with those adorable curls, would you?
I only thought if she caught her hair.
Chuck it, John. Just chuck it.
Mr. Graydon calls me John, you see, because...
Miss Dorothy, I'm going to take you to dinner and try and talk you out of doing mankind such a disservice. May I take the liberty of asking you to dine?
You may.
And afterwards, a bit of vaudeville at the Hippodrome. That is, if the comics are not on, their humor can get altogether too ribald for a lady's ear.
Oh, Millie, I think I'll keep my curls at least until tonight. Instead, I'm going to find a suitable frock to wear for this evening.
'Twill be gilding the lily.
Hush, Mr. Graydon.
Trevor.
Trevor! Until tonight.
7:15. That Miss Dorothy. Great Scott! That Miss Dorothy! Pretty as a peach and skin to beat the band. Perfect little pivot.
Perfect.
What a dandy little bundle for a fellow to cuddle. Say, imagine all that sweet softness in your arms. Yes, well, make dinner reservations at the Plaza. The candlelit room, quiet corner table for two. I think Miss Dorothy's for the Plaza, don't you? And John? Flowers.
There's a florist around the corner from the hotel. I'll order from them.
Hats using the old bean. Roses, pink, 2 dozen.
2 dozen.
Long stemmed.
Long stemmed.
Plump.
On the fat side. sake, Jimmy, what are you doing?
How else can I get to you? Old Elbows has every door barricaded. She says you never want to see me again.
That's what I told her.
Take it back, or I'll jump.
Jimmy, I'm in no mood for this. It's been a rough day.
Can I help?
I don't know. You need a stenog? I'm quitting my job. Mr. Graydon isn't available anymore. He's lost his heart too. Talk about your tangled web. He's fallen for a friend of ours.
Miss Dorothy? Well, I'll be.
Bitter? No, don't be. I don't blame her. I really don't. Mr. Graydon either. Love swamped him, and we're too young to live a life of hate.
I agree. So let's kiss and make up. Or at least make up. Maybe our kissing wasn't such a good idea.
Or maybe you prefer to kiss Miss Dorothy.
What are you talking about?
Don't deny it, Jimmy. I was a little giddy from champagne, but I saw you leaving her room last night.
What did you think we were doing?
Gee, I can't imagine. Not that I need to. She told me everything.
Then you got your wires crossed. Yes, I went to her room last night. I had to talk to someone.
An intimate conversation by the looks of it.
As a matter of fact, it was. I've been so confused, Millie, so mixed up. Ever since you tripped me, life's been topsy-turvy. Like now, for instance, what am I doing on a window ledge hundreds of feet in the air?
Good question. Can you answer inside? You're making me nervous.
No thanks. I like the view. The world looks different from out here, Millie.
Better or worse?
You tell me.
Just the same skyline I see every day.
I'm talking 20 stories beneath us. Dozens of buses, hundreds of cabs. Thousands of people way down below, wandering to and fro. Tireless people, no time to lose, crowding the avenues and parks on their walks, racing fast. Quite a cast, millions of people, pick any two. They could be just like you and me used to be, way back when, strangers. Then I turned the corner, and there you stood. Your smile like home to me, your heart familiar. No use pretending, not that I could. I turned the corner when I met you. I turned the corner, stopped on a dime, like I'd remembered someone long forgotten. No mere flirtation, no marking time. I turned the corner when I met you. When I met you, was our encounter planned? Destiny's guiding hand, fortune or fate, it's grand. The way you make me Have dinner with me.
All right. A celebration.
Then let's do it upright. Champagne,
Caviar.
lobster.
A four-star joint so swank, they don't put prices on the menu.
I've got it. Let's be singing at Cafe Society. We'll go there.
Dio and Judge Tree.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. We'll pool what little money we have and blow it all on one memorable meal. If we donate again for a month, who cares?
All back to work before your ex-lover misses you.
Pick me up at 7.
Pick you up at 7.
Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me.
Oh, give it up. Give it up. He loves me. He loves me not.
Dai, Miss Maisi.
No watching how.
No, Sonjo, Sonji, Dokaka.
冇聲入啱冇效，
No, Sonjo.
擺張相，我再擺張相。
Hearken! Spare me the family feud. It boils down to this, boys. Who's it gonna be? Miss Dorothy or Mama? Everything seems lovely when you start to grow. The birds are singing the day that you stray, but when you are farther away, as me as the rest of their years. My mommy. I've got no good thing to say. Melody. favorite? Let me guess. Jimmy?
And I'm so crazy about him, it almost seemed fun. But not a lifetime of it. Not for me. I may be a working girl, but I'm no sap.
Who said there's anything wrong with being a working girl? I was a working girl myself in the chorus. And by the by, I was no sap either.
No, you married well. That's my plan, and I've got to stick to it.
Jimmy told me your plan. To marry your boss?
Yes.
Love has nothing to do with it?
No, ma'am. I'm a modern.
You're a sap.
But Muzzy,
Sit down, Millie, sit down. Now, I know you're not going to believe me, but when I first met Miss Van H., I had no idea he was a real multi-millionaire. I really hadn't. He was just another one of those darling daddies hanging around the state door. Truth crossed my heart. And he drank beer. Facts be known, I truly do prefer beer. Oh, he was a great and wonderful man. Affection, that's what he had, affection. We became engaged, and Miss Van H., he gave me this big old green glass brooch, and I lent it to my girlfriend one night so she could press a new bow. Well, as fate would have it, the new bow turned out to be a jeweler, and the green glass brooch turned out to be emeralds. I've got to admit, in this case, I truly do prefer emeralds, but I was heartsick. I thought Miss Van H. had stolen it, so I begged him to take it back and go straight. And he laughed and laughed and laughed, and said he was a real multi-millionaire, even if he didn't look like one to a girl. But sweetums, like I say, while I truly do prefer emeralds, we could have made it on green glass. We could have made it on green glass.
oh Muzzy, you're so worthwhile.
Little Millie, if it's marriage you've got in mind, love has everything to do with it. They're starting my number. Follow your heart.
A simple choice, nothing more. A sword that either or. Marry well, social world, businessman, clever girl, or pin my future on a green glass log. What kind of life am I dreaming of? I say, gimme, 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 gimme.
18 years. Excuse me. Beautiful. I know! At last, the secret of it. Sir! Chuck it, ma'am. Just chuck it.
Dexter, come.
Set me up top, sir.
Mr. Graydon?
Hello, John. More coffee.
Strong coffee.
Not strong enough. Could not never be strong enough.
Could not never. Double negative. Oh, Mr. Graydon, what's happened to you?
She stood me up.
Miss Dorothy stood you up? How very strange.
Millie, you didn't leave.
I started to, but then...
Say,
I'll explain later. Go on, Mr. Graydon.
I went to the Hotel Priscilla to call on Miss Dorothy, and the lady at the front desk
Mrs. Mears.
said that she had checked out. No forwarding address. John, where is she?
I don't know.
Something's very wrong.
You suspect foul play, son?
She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone.
Ethel Pease did, and another girl when I first moved in. Both were there one day and gone the next without a word to anyone except Mrs. Mears.
What did the young ladies have in common? Worldly possessions?
Gosh, no. Ethel Pease didn't have a dime, and what's her name was flat broke. And an orphan, poor thing. Sad to be all alone in the world.
How's that?
Mrs. Mears is always saying that.
Mrs. Mears again.
You don't think?
I do.
You don't mean?
White slavery! Rule but true. For girls all alone in the world that she checks out, who's to question her fate?
But Miss Dorothy isn't all alone in the world.
Certainly not.
She's got us.
When did you last see her? At the Priscilla?
I knocked on her door when I got home from work, but no answer. I figured she was napping.
Kidnapping, I'd say.
Not if I can help it. I'm calling the police.
Steady, boy! Anything that might arouse Mrs. Mears' suspicion could mean an end to Miss Dorothy.
You're right. What we need is a temporary orphan, someone who is willing to put herself in harm's way.
I get it. Take the bait, do a Sleeping Beauty, and lead us to Miss Dorothy.
Bingo. I'd do it myself, but she knows me.
She's unlikely to forget the cane I raised when she told me Miss Dorothy was gone.
Braden, I don't think either of us can pass for a new girl in town.
But I know someone that would.
He's coming back one more time. I'll tell you.
Coming! I'm coming! Do you have any idea what time it is? I hope I didn't wake you. At 3 a.m.? Why would I be asleep? Now what can I do for you, miss? Madam, the sign says vacancy. So I'd like to fill it. You sure you come to ride press?
Precisely. I need a room.
Suit yourself. A nice sunny room just become available.
I can't wait to settle and start making new friends. I don't know soul anywhere. I don't know soul in New York except at the orphanage.
Oh, sad to be already running the world. But surely that was years ago.
Not at all. I came straight away from St. Bonaventure's Home for Orphan Children.
Did you walk? If you register, Zazu, Rosie, Schmevman.
It's Swedish.
Funny, I think you finish. Now, before I show you your room, why don't we get acquainted over a freshly brewed cup of green tea?
Oh, I'm just mad for green tea.
Hello, Buddha. Butterfly here. I got one for you. Price to sell at $2.70, $2.50. A little long in the tooth, but in a dark corner and a late shift at Mary's Tart Shop in Hong Kong.
Coming?
Make it $1.50.
What is going on around here? Wheeling me through the lobby in a cart filled with dirty laundry? Most irregular. I don't care how middle class a place it is. This is no time for the newspaper. I demand an explanation. Police are on the lookout for Daisy Crumpler.
Miss my EC.
Mrs. Mears? Dear me, she needs a new headshot. But why are the police after her? White slate. No! Somebody help!
I protect you, Miss Dorothy.
May I see that, please? Roger, Mr. Ho.
Ching Ho.
She's coming!
Okay. Where's your brother? Your brother! Skip it. You've been in this country over a month and you still don't speak a word of English. You are going nowhere, just like that mother of yours. She will rot in Hong Kong before I import her, and you're too big a fool to realize it. Go find Ching Ho! Hold tight, Zazu. The boat won't sail without you. Zazu Rosie Schmevman. You couldn't make that up. Or could you? Zazu Rosie Schmevman. Separate the Z's. Susan Zori Mezhmev. Move the V. Mossy H. Husbane. Carry the H. Muzzy Van Hosmeer. Muzzy Van Hosmeer? Or can I still call you Mabel?
How do you know my Daisy Crumpler? I haven't seen you since I kicked you out of the chorus.
I was too good for the chorus.
Well, you're slipping. I'm on to your little operation.
You can't prove anything.
Come on, you doped me and stashed me into a cart.
So it's a budget hotel. You can't speak where you're going unless you speak Chinese.
The disappearance of Muzzy and Hosmer caused quite a stir.
I'm sorry. Van Hosmeer? I don't know a Van Hossemere, but I do recall a Zazu Schmedman check in and out of my hotel today, a restless girl like countless others. Orphans, every one of them, who no one ever notices when they disappear completely. But then again, I don't have to tell you. You'll have lots of time to hear their stories as you get to know them on those long, long summer nights in Hong Kong.
Read that back to me, please.
Van Hosmer, no, I don't know about Van Hosmer, but I do recall a Zazu Schmedman check-in that checked out of my hotel today. A restless girl like countless others, orphans, every one of them, who no one ever misses when they disappear completely. But then I don't have to tell you, you'll have lots of time to hear their stories as you get to know them on those summer nights in Hong Kong.
Every word of your summation fastest stenographer in the nation.
So you eavesdropped on me. Hearsay, inadmissible. Where's the proof? Where is the proof?
Hong Kong!
What proof?
Buddha get go. We just get cash. $500, $600, $1,000 for Miss Dorothy.
If you ever want to see your mama anytime soon,
You liar, you don't bring Mama over. Me English better than you Chinese.
It's over, Mears or Crumpler or whatever your alias du jour is.
Not alias, Jimmy, stage name. But Daisy, this is what you've been reduced to? A character part in a sordid tale of villainy and terror?
character part. Character part. Tristar.
Well, your show's about to close.
Where's Miss Dorothy?
Where is she?
Ah, sweet mystery of life and lasting bounty.
Oh, the things he
But what about me?
Puppy love Trevor. I thought it was the real thing until Mr. Ho saved me from an unspeakable fate.
I would die for you, Miss Dorothy.
I will do that.
Oh, thank God, Miss Dorothy.
Tell us what happened.
What you've been through.
Mrs. Mears.
Don't worry, she won't get far. Right, girls?
You better not leave it. Hear that, Nancy? We'd love to stay and chat, but Mears has got an audition done at police headquarters. The one day I'm sure she'll book. And there's a reward. The 3 or 4 of us surrounded by a precinct full of men.
The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle.
Next!
I go home, Dr. Chong.
Now, where were we before we were interrupted by kidnapping, white slavery, and the like? Oh, yeah. Will you marry me?
Jimmy,
Answer the question. Will you marry me?
I'll marry you.
Poor as I am?
Poor as you are, because if it's marriage I have in mind, love has everything to do with it. Right, Mosey?
Hallelujah. Now, Jimmy, off with the mask.
Mask?
I'm Herbert J. Van Hosmer III, first vice president of Van Hosmer Worldwide Enterprises.
The James for James.
And Van Hosmer, as in Muzzy?
My mother.
Stepmother. I'm not old enough to be your mother.
So it was all a lie? The circle line, the paper clips?
It's not far from the truth, Millie. The fortune was founded in steel.
Miss Dorothy, you're in it on this too?
I'm his sister, Miss Dorothy Carnegie Mellon Vanderbilt and Hosmer.
You see, every fortune hunter in this hemisphere was after Dorothy. And James, he was squandering his time and money with the wrong kind of money. So I sent the children out in the real world with $25 and the high hopes they'd come back with truly, truly sweet partners. And they had. Oh, children, your father would be so proud.
So I guess you already have a steno.
Several hundred, actually.
You included, John. Van Hosmer Worldwide Enterprises owns the Sincere Trust Co. I thought I recognized you last night, sir, but well, John Barleycorn got the better of me. Won't happen again. Congratulations, John. Yep.
So you see, siblings, you can marry the boss after all.
Who cares? I found myself a green glass love.
Funny, I found myself a never